After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello. Welcome to Penhook and Needles Podcast, episode 148. It is Sunday, March 29th, 2015. Yes, we are still on the kind of strange schedule, but here we are.
It won't be until after, it's like the first week of May, that I'll be on my set schedule.
Right, but we will do our best to podcast every week between now and then as well.
Yes, some days just might be closer than others.
Right. Okay.
What is your name, person?
I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico, on just about everywhere except for my writer's sites where I'm known as Shadowlight 1 or Marlisha.
And my name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy, on, actually it is everywhere.
Yeah, I think you changed it to everywhere.
Which is useful.
Yeah, I won't change it, but if I do any new sites, I'll probably leave it as Lady Fernico instead of Shadowlight.
We really need to get an email as Lady Fernico, because I always try to send you emails to Lady Fernico as your email, and it's not. And I'm probably just sending it to cyberspace to nobody.
Well, my email is Seton Mom.
I know, but it doesn't help me, because I think of your online identity as Lady Fernico.
But that's not my email address. It's never been my email address.
It should be.
What is in your mug? I have chai tea, because it's Sunday, and this is my special chai tea.
And I have a mixture of things. This is the black rose tea, and I added some rose petals. They had it available, I guess, if you wanted to make rose water.
That'd be pretty.
And I just was thinking, man, this tea would be just perfect if it had a little bit more of a rose taste, because it's a very subtle rose taste. So I added some roses. So
from the tea shop, not from our garden.
Yeah. So look at those pretty roses.
Pink roses.
Yeah, and this is not the black rose, the dark rose heart. This is a slightly different tea. A little less strong.
Okay, before we get any further, we'd like to welcome all new and returning viewers. We're glad to have you with us. I can't believe it's almost April already. Smells good. It's almost April already. Wow, our next podcast will be in April.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. We want to welcome all those who have returned. We're glad that you're back with us, and we want to welcome all those who are new or who have come out of the shadows and have officially joined us. We want to welcome Sabrab, who is Sabrina, Pemcraft, who is Peta, and Peta, I got your email. It made Peta. It made. Is it Peta or is it Peta? I got your email and it made me smile. I will respond to that later.
Is Peta a guy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a girl. Yeah, because I used to have a girlfriend whose name was Petra. Now I don't know. I think Peta is a girl.
You see, you haven't read Hunger Games, and that's what I think of when I see Peta.
Well, I always thought it was Peter.
No, his name is Peta.
Is it Peta? Okay. I've never read the book. I've seen the movies.
Yeah,
I've got the book to read.
The movie's not nearly as good as the book.
Well, I'm getting ready to read the book, but
it's worth it.
Okay, so welcome.
Warning, have tissues. I cried during it.
And Sabrina. And we want to welcome Maggie G10, who is Maggie, and Stony Brook, who is Linda, and she's from the Knitworthy podcast. She and her daughter Brianne have it. I was told about that from Family Diva, who is, what's her name? Oh, I had it in my tip of my tongue. Sue. Yes, it's Sue, who recommended her to us, and Sue, it was a wonderful choice. I love their podcast. If you don't know already about, let's see, her podcast is Knitworthy Podcast. Is that right?
That's what you told me.
I think it's Knitworthy Podcast. They're fantastic. They're a mother-daughter team, and they're really funny. I've only seen one of their podcasts, but it made me smile the whole time I was watching it.
I have them on my list to watch, but I am very much behind on all my podcasts. I mean, I never get this behind. I'm behind on all my favorites.
Well, and I'm catching up on my favorites. Do you see Emily's Instagram to us about the Joker?
No, I didn't. Oh, my phone.
It made me laugh. It wasn't anything major. It was it made me laugh.
Talking, I want to see.
So we want to welcome Linda, and we want to welcome Bead Goddess, who is Annie. So yes, so Sabrab, Hemcraft, Maggie G10, Stony Brook, and Bead Goddess. Thank you for joining us officially. We're glad to have you with us.
Did Emily tag us?
Yes. So, welcome aboard, and we're glad that you are all with us. And if you are still in the shadows, please pop out and join us officially. There are still a few days left in the sweater along, so you can even put in for that with a whip if you don't have a finished sweater that was done during the time period, and be eligible for a prize, provided you come and join the group.
Yes.
Okay. I do have to. I closed the thread, locked the thread for the Edwards Menagerie giveaway. Excuse me. That's this book. It is a crochet toy book. Okay, and I did have full disclosure that there is some creasing in the book, but it does not affect the patterns in any way. It's just a little creased in some of the patterns. And that's how I received it. The winner I pulled with a random number generator last night before I went to bed. And it was number 8, who is Owls, and that is Hannah. So Owls, Hannah, please send me your full name and address so I can get this off to you. Congratulations, you now own the Edwards Menagerie.
Yay.
So,
yeah, just very many fun things.
Yes, I can't wait to see the toys that you make with this. Please send me your full name and your address via PM on Ravelry, and I will get this to you as soon as I can.
I'm bummed that I can't find that post you were talking about.
That's okay. I'll show it to you later. You got the sweater long.
Yes. We are almost at the sweater long. That's wrapping up. I wanted to be caught up more than I have been, but yeah, it doesn't help. I'll go into that more later.
Well, I caught up with it, but the minute I turned around, more sweaters were hatched.
Part of the problem is when I type right now, my wrist is hurting.
Mine too. We both wear braces while we're typing, so.
This is a recent development, like in the past week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm already slow on Ravelry, and that's just slowed me down a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Crafting doesn't seem to be too bad unless I try to do it fast.
Right.
But if I type, I think because I always type fast,
yeah,
it hurts. So it's slowing me down.
I don't want to get tea on my hands. It's rather sticky.
But anywho, Sweater Long is running until April 31st. Wait, April 30th.
Try again.
Oh wow, I don't know what day.
March 31st.
I haven't even been to bed yet.
March 31st.
March 31st. I thought it was April already. Yeah, it's March 31st.
We haven't had Easter yet.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless we just got back from Mass. So unless we had Passion Sunday Mass, Palm Sunday Mass, after Easter, which would be really defeating the purpose.
Yeah. Hi, I'm not alert and oriented times 3. I'm only oriented to self.
Okay, whatever that means.
Well,
I don't care. Just do the sweater along.
So, because my mom doesn't care.
I do not, in fact. What is it you're going to say?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Well, see, she doesn't want to tell you, not me. I am acquitted.
No, I've already declared you guilty. You're going to be hung by the neck till you die.
The rest of me won't hurt anymore.
That's true. You see, I'm doing you a favor.
Will you continue with the sweater along?
We are doing the sweater along with the Kathy of the, well, can we say the Knit Nerd podcast? Since
Kathy, Cat B913 of the Knit Nerd group.
Yes.
Formerly the Knit Nerd podcast group.
Oops, I accidentally yarned over. So, we're running it's so, 3 days, that's
you already said that.
Okay,
March 31st.
Well, I haven't been asleep.
Yes, March 31st. Run with the Knit Nerd podcast group. It was Cat B913. What's your excuse? You're driving me insane. I am losing my marbles because of close proximity to her.
You know how little sleep I've gotten consistently this week.
Are you going to do this or not?
Am I capable of doing this?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So, sweaters. Does not matter when you started the sweater. You can post works in progress and finished objects to be drawn as a prize. You just can only post one whip picture per project per week, and one FO picture per project per week.
One FO picture per project, period.
Yeah.
one FO picture of each project, not one per week of every project. I will continue. All right.
I'm trying really hard.
One whip picture per project per week, one FO picture for each work. Okay. Now, but you know all this. Okay. We're making it needlessly confusing.
Prolonged.
Okay. We have several prizes, and I was going to bring them out, but I didn't. So,
it's okay. We're drawing next week anyway.
Yeah,
right?
so you'll see it then. But we have 2 skeins of Mountain Fusion yarn. We have a skein of Malabrigo worsted. We have a total of 4 skeins of Blue Sky cotton yarn in 2 different colors. A skein of Wild Hair Pinnacle fingering. A $25 gift certificate,
Which is
from 10 hours or less, which is amazing. And we have a $15 ebook from CC Knits. Yeah, we have all those prizes for the autism awareness, and the donators were Maria Wilhelmina, who is Marriott, Bella Socks, who is Aileen, George, of course, and Carolyn, who is CC Knits. And we are very, very thankful for those. And you will see them next week. I just didn't want to belabor the process of going through every yarn when I don't have it with me. So that's that. Now, right into autism awareness?
Yeah.
Okay. Autism awareness starts on the 1st. April Fool's Day, Spy Wednesday, whatever you want to call it. It starts April 1st. So I hope you've been thinking about bright colored.
I just realized, I just found out that my partner in crime is a imp. Oh, she's not with me. Okay. I found out that my partner in crime in the ICU is an imp, and I thought I'd be working with her on April Fools, but I'm not this year, so I'm okay. I wasn't sure what she'd pull on me.
Yeah. Okay. Let me restart here. We have it's going to be starting April 1st and running for 3 months through June 30th. I think it is. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. June 30th. So it's 3 months. Brightly colored projects.
You know, we could probably sound a lot more intelligent if we just said till the end of June. Instead of,
But that's much less amusing for them. I mean, if we just say it like newscasters and talking heads, they'll be bored out of their mind. They like to see what kind of mistakes we're going to make. I would hate to deprive them of their...
You said talking head, I'm thinking
Headroom, yes. Okay. For those of you who are unfamiliar, that is Max Headroom. It was a show, I think, in the mid to late 1980s.
Yeah, Mom, I think it started the year I was born.
Okay, late 1980s. That's Matt Fuhr, and you might know him, well, I don't know if you watched Alice, the movie Alice from Alice in Wonderland. But anyway, that's digressing. We are having the Autism Awareness. We are co-hosting this with the lovely Emily from the Fibertown, who's Jane of Fools from the Fibertown podcast, and lovely Heidi, who is from Undead Yarn. That's Nitty Girl. Is she Nitty Girl 1 or Nitty Girl?
She's Nitty Girl 1.
Nitty Girl 1. And then...
On Instagram, I think she's just Nitty Girl.
Okay. And then there's Nicole, who is Nikki 18.
You mean the lovely Nicole.
Lovely
you called everyone else lovely.
Well, I was getting to that. She has all these numbers after her name. It makes me insane.
18229.
18229. 18229. Nikki, who I love dearly. She's a pistol. I love her. She's also co-hosting with us. And so we have 3 co-hosts. You have if you're a member of all 4 groups, ours and theirs, you have a chance to have 4 chances for each of your projects. Now, we also have a couple of feature patterns.
Indeed.
We have George's 10 hours or less.
Our very own George.
Our very own George. He has a new pattern for this year's PHN AA 2015. It's that beautiful cowl with the Autism Awareness color stripes on it. I love it. It's gorgeous. I need to learn how to knit in the round.
It's not that hard.
No. And then we are also including the 2014 pattern that he did last year as a featured pattern, which means if you do those two, either of those two patterns or both of those two patterns, they will each get 2 chances for your FOs only. WIPs are only one. Doesn't matter what you do with WIPs, they're only 1 chance. But for the FOs that have George's patterns, they are 2 chances. And if an FO uses Heidi's yarn, her undead yarn,
but it's specific colorway.
It has to be the Autism Awareness colorway. If you use that yarn, that also gets 2 chances.
I think she's still doing pre-orders, isn't she?
It's not on her site anymore.
Okay, maybe I got last one's in.
I don't know if she's still doing pre-orders and she took it off the site. I don't know if she was doing it till April 1st.
I can't remember.
Or what. I did not see it on her site, but if you want one, ask her. She'll tell you one way or the other, because I don't know if she's still doing pre-orders. But if you really, really want one, ask her and see. Maybe she'll be able to do it for you. I don't know. But it's very soft and it's really pretty.
I really like the new bag.
I am looking forward to making something. Well, I'm looking forward to making something that goes around the neck with the fingering weight that she made, and then with the DK she gave us, of course, I'm going to make a toy.
Well, I know that the fingering weight will be that poncho I made Davina, and she'll get another poncho.
And I'm going to make that scarf that I showed Heidi. I got it actually as a prize from her. I think it was February finished objects. It must have been February, the last one she had. And I chose that, and I said, "Do you think this will work with her yarn?" She said, "Ooh, I like that." And she picked up the pattern too. So we'll see if we both do the same yarn with that. Okay, we do have. I'm trying to think. I don't want to miss anybody. We may have another featured pattern, but we're not sure yet because it's in testing, and I don't want to say any more about that because I don't want to rush the person who is designing it, who has designed it. It's in testing at the moment. We have prizes that have come in so far. We have 6 patterns from Anastasia Statel, who does knit and crochet patterns, and they are very, very nice. My green and blue shawl that I'm doing, that's one of Anastasia's crochet patterns. We have 2...
She's just recently started to do more knitting, right?
She's been doing knitting for about a year now. For patterns, at least on Ravelry, for about a year, I think. Because she was doing it last year when we were doing the Autism Awareness, or maybe it was the Toy Along last year. I forget. Anyway, we have 2 Silver Shed medium bags. One is donated by Ann Brody, who is the proprietor, and her bags are fantastic. I'm so happy that some of you have bought some of her bags.
Yes.
She was really excited that we are keeping her busy. So that's awesome. We have 2 skeins.
You can't take her anywhere.
It's sticky. We have 2 skeins of yarn that were donated by an anonymous viewer, and we really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Debbie Jackson, and I had thought she was somebody else. She's not. She's Debbie Jackson, and I don't know what her RAV name is. Maybe that is her RAV name as well.
I think it might be.
It might be, but in any event, she's donated a 10-hour or less downloadable Ravelry pattern, so we appreciate that. Let me see here.
But when we're saying she donated 10 hours or less downloadable Ravelry pattern, we don't mean...
It doesn't have to be George's, although it could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
It's $10 or less, not 10 hours or less.
Yes. Okay. We have 2 skeins of Skano yarn that was donated by Skano. They gave it to us as a gift, and because we want to spread the love around, we wanted to donate those 2 to the Autism Awareness. Cal. We have 3 skeins of yarn for Emily, who is Fibertown, who's our co-host.
And those are the ones we said they're like all jokery.
No.
They weren't.
No, they haven't seen them yet. We'll show them in our acquisitions.
Oh, what are we talking about? Joker.
We were talking about the colorways. We were wearing green and purple, and we were talking about
that's what it was. I can't remember.
No, you can't. And then Heidi from Undead Yarn, who's one of our other co-hosts, has donated 2 skeins of her Undead Yarn. And I think she's going to let you go to the shop and take from whatever's there. So, and she'll clarify that when she gets a chance to do so. But it's really exciting. So thank you so much for the donations. We really appreciate it. That's why we can give such really awesome prizes, because we have so many people who are helping us. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So get your minds in gear. We want to have, please make the bright colors in the objects be about 75 to 80% bright, and then whatever else you want is fine. Like I said, anything in Heidi's color, it can be completely in Heidi's color, and that gets you 2 chances at an FO prize. Okay. All right. How many whips do you have? Rough drafts.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I only have 2.
Do I have 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
I preface my lack of whips and finished objects with the fact that I've been in a lot of pain this week with my wrist, and so I have not been doing much in the way of crafting or even much typing either, for that matter. So.
And I worked 3 nights in a row, and I've been focusing mostly on the same projects. So that's part of what it is. I haven't been, it's spread out. So, show 1 extra at the beginning, 1 extra at the end.
Right.
The toy and testing, I actually was working on this while I was waiting for them to take me in for my taxes, and for my taxes to be done. And I started talking to the secretary and just about everyone, because I always get stopped when I'm crocheting or knitting in public. People talk to me. So ended up doing some unintentional advertising. But
I like the way that turns
oh
out.
my gosh, the gargoyle and
no, it's not gargoyle.
It's not gargoyle.
It's graveyard.
The grave digger.
Graveyard.
I think it's grave digger.
Heidi, you know which one it is. You're really pretty tonal grave yarn that is grave something or other.
Hold on, the thingy is in here. Treebeard.
That's not gray.
I know. It's like I'm coming up with every one that's not the one.
You can probably check it out on her site faster than we can find it.
It's probably actually on my show now.
Yeah.
Let's see. It is on my show notes. Gravedigger. And hey, here's the...
Okay, there you go. Gravedigger, which is a really pretty tonal gray. Why don't you show them the ball?
It is, but the ball doesn't do it justice.
It doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. It's
Sorry,
so
guys.
pretty.
Like, it just looks like a plain gray right there, but it's not.
And it works really well with your green.
With the tree beard, it's an amazing combination. I can't wait to show it, but it's in the toy in progress.
I want to make that maybe from her fingering weight base in a shawl or a cowl or something. Those 2 combinations, because it is really stunning. It's pretty.
It makes the gray that's in the tree beard pop better, and it just, oh my gosh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
I did a fair amount of work on this, so it's going to fly. Flying turtle.
It's not a turtle. A bunny bag.
Well, people know what it is.
But it's a bunny bag.
But the turtle inside it's flying.
But the bunnies are doing the flying. It's inside.
So the bunnies are flapping with their
ears. Well, the turtle can't flap with anything. Not yet, anyway. It's going to do a little frisbee thing. Whoosh! Okay. One more.
No, I'm going to do 2. Oh, yeah, I am.
What are you wearing on your neck?
This is his petals. And the Harry Potter, the sweater from the cover, the Harry Potter knits, unofficial Harry Potter knits
I like that color.
magazine, and Diana's hat.
I've got this is a cowl that I did from the, what's the name of my thing that I'm making, because I can't think apparently today. The Cerebell, yes, thank you. The Cerebell. And this is made into a cowl, and the hat we will talk about later.
So, in the, well, I guess in the bag I'm currently, no, I don't want to talk about that now.
I'll talk about that. I'll talk about it. It's about tomorrow.
Oh, turtle down.
Be careful with that. He has to find a new home.
She just fell. Oh, there we go, Sammy.
I wish we could show the picture of JD.
Yeah.
My Appy and one of Ty's bunnies made their way to her recipient, and the pictures that we received from Mom and of the little girl with the animals was
so adorable.
You can see mine on my project page. I just don't know if the mom wants us to say the name on the podcast.
Even though you just did.
Well, you know, I did. I did.
So
you didn't hear it, so it wasn't said.
The Nighttime Reading Shawl, which is the Gaskell pattern by Sarah Jordan. I'm sorry, guys. This is a whacked out episode. I'm using brown sheep lamb's pride worsted in the colorway charcoal heather.
Oh, and you ought to thank.
I already did. I did it last week.
Okay. Somebody had. Yeah, about the conditioner.
Yeah,
was that Sue too? Who was that?
No.
Oh no, it was
Sandra.
Yeah, googly eyes. Yeah. I like her.
Yeah, I mentioned that last week.
She's sweet.
Yes, she is. I got all excited because I thought I was at the point where I'd start increasing for the neck and not just increasing. And I was 10 stitches off. I guess I didn't mark off the proper number of rows. So
because you never do that, as you said when I did my buttonhole on the wrong side because I miscounted.
But
that's okay. It means it'll be longer.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
It is really pretty. I like this pattern.
I hope that she's right and that the conditioner does soften it up because it is so warm. And it's actually, despite the scratchiness, it's squishy.
Yes, it's
hey, look, it almost matches my hat. That means it must be mine.
No. It is, it's a garter stitch that makes it so squishy.
Yeah.
So, it's very nice. I think it'll be a nice shawl. It's difficult to figure out which way is.
That would be really pretty in a royal blue.
I think it goes this way. Yeah.
That's really pretty.
Because the wrong side would be there, yeah.
Well, how can you tell? It's garter stitch.
I marked it.
Oh, okay. Where? Is the knot on the wrong side?
Yeah, the knot's on the wrong side for one thing, and then it's over here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But, yeah. It looks the same on both sides, but I marked the right side and the wrong side, so I knew which side to do my little short rows.
Oh, okay.
So.
Are you done with the short rows, though? Or?
Oh, no, the short rows go all the way across.
Oh, okay. Is it side to side, right?
Yes.
Side construction, yeah.
So, it's probably a little over, not quite half. Because the next section is pretty long. So, I wasn't quite as far as I hoped to be. I really thought I was going to be able to say I was in the next section.
Well, you didn't get to work on it as much as you wanted to.
Well, also, it didn't help that I thought that I had done more rows than I actually had done.
Okay.
So the frogs are going to go flying now.
Okay,
Silver shed frog bag.
I really haven't done much at all. As I said, I've had a lot of issues with my arm and wrist this week, so I have taken it a little bit easy. This is in my silver shed. This is the extra large, her second largest size that Talia gave me for Valentine's Day. And it has my spring shawl, my spring thaw shawl, and I only did about 3/4 of a row on here to get me to the end of the row. So I really didn't do too much. But I'll show it to you because otherwise I won't have anything to show you. So that's how far it is getting big.
It is.
I'm hoping that I can do some work on it. To be honest, I may not be doing a lot of crocheting this week either, with Easter stuff going on, and just wanted to give my wrist a little bit of a rest. We'll see how it feels. I'm still on my first skein of yarn, so I'm thinking that it'll be a fairly good size shawl. This is the second size. Second skein. Apparently I don't have good grip on this hand either. But I am enjoying it. It's a fun pattern. This is by Anastasia Patel, and I'm using an F hook. This yarn is Reflections at Rockland, and I don't know. Let me see. Something else I want to tell you. Yeah, it is. And I forget what the colorway is. I don't think it actually had one. I'm calling it. I'm not calling it any colorway. It's blue and green or periwinkle or whatever it is. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's a very good pattern. I think somebody said that they wanted to do it for autism awareness.
Oh, that'd be cool.
When they were talking in Heidi's group. I can't remember who it was that I saw that they were talking about doing this pattern. I think it was Tigger Girl. But Vanessa, yeah. I can never remember her name because it does not have anything to do with her name, Tigger Girl and Vanessa. But I I'm looking forward to seeing if she does do this, for whatever she does it. So, in my Star Wars bag, Silver Shed, this is the 2 extra large. It is big. So, okay.
No, that's the X large. It's not the 2X.
No, I said extra large. No, I said it's the second large one, not the extra large. It's the 2. The 2X is the other one, like like yours.
Yes.
Okay, and I may have another one of those coming in.
May or may not. So, in my 2X Silver Shed, Kitties in the News, is something I can't show you. It's the design that I can't tell you what it is.
It's been bugging you half to death about.
Yeah, every day she comes down and I'm home from work, she looks to see my progress on it, and heaven forbid I haven't worked on it that night.
Or you tinked back.
Or I pulled back, yeah.
She doesn't like that.
No, because she sees that not as progress in figuring out something that'll work better. She sees that as failure.
I'm going to have to get another cup because apparently the seal on this one is breaking as well.
Oh.
It's spilling all over the place. And that makes me sad. Okay.
But this has been getting quite a bit of work. Almost done with with a body part, and about to move on to a different body part. So
that's cool.
I look forward to having this one done just because I look forward to showing you guys.
I look forward to having Davina not ask you about it anymore.
Oh, no, she'll ask me about the next one because she has a toy she wants after that one.
Yes, I know.
So
you have to finish that one first.
Yes. So that's why she'll be asking.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I mean, I could tell that she's really excited.
Oh, she's excited about it. It's not like being annoying or anything. She really is interested in it.
Yeah. She's probably one of my most consistent people who asks, like, what are you doing? She wants to know when the progress is.
Now, oh, shoot, I was going to say something. Somebody asked about Davina, and you know, they said they like having her on. Davina will make an appearance or two in Autism Awareness Week. Mm-hmm. It may not be the first Autism Awareness because that's when we're going to be doing our prize drawings. Mm-hmm. It might be the second one.
And we have, around the time Autism starts up, we have a little bit of weirdness with the schedule due to my work.
Right, so. We're not sure when we'll podcast. We will podcast. It might be a little later because of Easter, or it might be, we might do it on Easter, but we'd rather not. So it depends. It might be a little later because if we don't and her schedule is late, it could be as late as Thursday that week. But keep an eye out. We will be podcasting. It's just we don't know when because of her schedule.
Yeah. It's impossible training. So.
Right.
And then the last thing that I have to show, because you don't have anything else, right?
I have one more thing.
Oh, well then show it.
I thought you had to do 2 doubles.
No, I don't. I only had 4 things.
Oh, well, you said you were going to do 2 on either end. Okay. All right, my other work in progress, I cannot speak this morning, is my Between Friends project from the Friendship Shawl Pattern by Kim Guzman. And this is, I did a little more work on this than I did on the other. But again, I had to stop. I don't know if you can see, but I made some progress on the top. I only had 1 row on top of the baubles last time I showed you. And this time I have 2 more. So it is coming along. I would have been a lot further, but things being as they are, this is where I'm at.
It's very pretty.
I really like it. I'm looking forward to seeing it when it's done. And I probably won't do another one right away because it takes so long, but I will definitely do another one. Mm. I really like it. Yeah, I'm starting the 3rd row across now. And it's a free pattern, and it's a lot of fun. I know that somebody else has started one in the group. I would love to see other people start this and see what yarn choices you use. Mm-hmm. This might be pretty in a royal blue, actually.
I like the color it's in.
Oh, I do too, but it wouldn't work for a toy along with this color. I mean, our
it won't work for a toy along anyway.
for Autism Awareness. And this is in my my Knitting's My Bag angel bag. One of the first ones I got of the bigger sizes before I knew that you needed different sizes of bags. And that's by Lois. Okay.
So, I did not have this project on the needles, but I needed a new purse project. And I'm not wearing the matching Diana's hat at this point, but I am making another Zuzu's Petals. I'm calling this Jewel Box Cowlette.
Who?
Zuzu's Petals?
No. What did you call it?
Jewel Box Cowlette.
Oh, Jewel Box. Okay.
I'm using Flock Brazonas. I always pronounce it wrong. Flock Branzonas.
Is it brand?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I always thought it was okay.
Alpaca Silk DK in the colorway Malcolm. And I have a Diana's hat that's using a fingering weight that has silk in it.
That's very pretty.
And this is supposed to be the matching Zuzu's Petals. I've been wanting a matching one for a while, and I was using the fact that I didn't have a purse project as an excuse to cast this on. This is actually moving fairly slow for me working Zuzu's Petals. Usually I can just knock these out.
Well, issues.
Well, I only started it.
Excuse me.
I think I started Tuesday.
Oh, did you?
So
that's about a little less than a week ago.
And I've been working, so and focusing on the toys. So it has gotten some work. I do love this color.
It's pretty.
This is the first time I've worked Zuzu's Petals in the DK. So, yep.
Oh, okay. I thought you always worked in DK. Worsted?
Worsted usually.
Okay.
I just have a bunch of DK yarn.
Things are registering very slowly for me today. It's like delayed reaction. Okay.
You have absolutely no excuse as delayed reaction.
You have no knowledge of why I might have excuses.
I have knowledge of all.
Ha! Okay. Do you have any prompts? No.
I'm looking for a hook that's non-existent.
My couch ate my hook.
Usually I stick a hook in a yarn ball, and I've been working so much crochet, I was automatically looking for my hook in my yarn ball, and I'm like, oh, wait a second, this is my knitting.
My couch ate my yarn.
Ate your yarn?
Ate my yarn, too.
That's one hungry
I have
couch.
a hungry couch. It looks like a very innocent couch, but it eats everything. Socks, hooks, yarn. I have to be careful. People, yeah. It's like that James Bond where he sits on the couch and whoop, he goes in and out, and the thing is on top of it, and he sits on top of the couch. The guy's gone. The first guy.
Okay.
It's one of Q's inventions.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I wanted to work on that. Why did I throw that?
One of the more innocent James Bonds. I can't watch all of them anymore. But
I need to get my knitting on.
Okay. Do you have any prompts?
What does prompt stand for again?
On the
normal people.
Next on the hooks and needles.
We never use that one.
No graphic novels. Do you have any royalties?
Royalty.
We
usually do FOs first, Mom.
Oh, yes, we do. Okay. FO.
How many times have we podcasted?
I don't have an FO, so I skipped it.
Oh, I'm so glad for you. My FO's on her head, but she lack of appreciation.
I love it. I couldn't wear it to church today because she hadn't had a chance to show on the podcast. So,
I wouldn't have heard anything. It needs to be blocked still.
Yeah, I like.
That's why I need a new purse project, because I
pretty?
finished your hat.
See?
And the blue's not coming out
No.
right now, but
It's really pretty. I'm not going to take it off my head right now because I don't feel like showing everybody my hair when I take a hat off. But I like it a lot.
So it matches her outfit.
Except for this. That's okay.
It goes with everything.
Yeah,
so.
it does. I like it a lot. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. No more FOs? Okay, royalties. Do you want to show the things we have in common first? Or what do you want to do?
I don't have royalties.
Yes, you do.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
What royalties do we have?
YB.
Oh, I completely didn't grab it.
That's okay, I have the same color. We got our yarn box.
I had completely forgotten about it.
We got our yarn box for April. We stopped yarn box not because we don't like it, but because we aren't fast enough to
without crafting
to keep up with the deliveries. I love the yarn.
Oh, yarn is absolutely amazing. Yarn box
is awesome, and if you can keep up, you should do it.
But I'm starting to feel a little guilty with the stash.
Right, it was starting to make our stash add up too much, and I will probably do the singles maybe for a birthday or something if my husband doesn't know what to get me, because I love it. I can't keep up with a delivery every month. So this year,
We got the same box.
yes, this month made us laugh because we just picked up 2 orders from this company and found out that
After they got back.
after we got the orders, that they were also doing yarn boxes this month. It's Scano.
Yes.
Scano. And we love their stuff. This is what they sent us.
It's very lovely.
This is Splendid in the Madame Butterfly colorway, and this is 60% silk and 40% fine merino. It's got 275 yards, which apparently is 5 yards more than their normal skein.
Are they both Madame Butterfly?
Yes, they match.
Yeah.
So we got 2 of the same colorway,
Now, Madame Butterfly is actually a historical figure.
and it's also a opera, because these are named, I guess they have things named after operas.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure Madame Butterfly is actually
It might be. Look how this one's looser than this one. Look how it's really soft.
I was noticing that. That's why I was wondering if they're different colorways.
The somebody in our
Looks like this.
in our one of our threads mentioned that they had it and they already started something hitchhiker in this.
Who started?
I can't remember who it was, but you can't go wrong with Yarn Box, and you can't go wrong with Scano either. They're very very. I haven't used it yet, but we've touched it and squeezed it and stuff like that, and it feels very nice. It's very soft. This has got silk in it. We're still waiting on the one that they're dyeing for us because they had to dye it up.
Yeah.
But
And we showed you the one from last.
and we showed you the 2 from last time. Yeah, we showed them the
We each had one plus the stuff we're giving.
right. Right. That's right. So, yeah, that's one of our acquisitions. She got the same colorway I did.
Yeah, it's just that I forgot to grab it. It's been a bit of a strange weekend.
Yeah, and they give you Yarn Box gives you a pattern both for knitting and crocheting with their box, and this time Scano gave a coupon code for their yarn for a specific type of yarn. So it's really awesome, and we were really impressed with it.
And Heidi had mentioned that they aren't an indie dyer, but they're a supplier.
They're a company. They're a company based in Germany.
And they supply yarn.
Right. Well, they get it from they get it from Italy. They get it from here, there,
Yeah.
and they're a company.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the other things that we got. Well, let me do before we do the stuff for that they benefit from. These are the colors I got for Taya's project that she's working on, and you don't get to see it because you don't get to see it yet. Okay. It's from Knit Picks. It's Knit Picks yarn. It is sport weight. Knit Picks Bravo Sport. And then this came in. I have a subscription to this, both digital and hard copy. And usually I don't like this thing with the catalog they put in here. They've never done that before. I don't care for that. There weren't a whole lot of things that I liked in this one. This one's kind of pretty. It's a little more lacy, but than I usually like. It's called the Bruges. The Bruges multi-shawl. I lived in Belgium 2 times. Once when I was in high school and once when I was stationed with my husband. So I like Bruges. Bruges is in Belgium. And
Okay, that's why that sounds familiar.
and-
From my World War I class, probably.
yeah, it's famous for its lace, and I might make that. I don't know. I don't usually like the open work that much, but that's kind of pretty. Most of the stuff I don't care for in here this time around. I have a feeling that what is happening here is when it comes to crochet, I don't care for as much of the summer stuff.
Well, also,
because
if they're talking about Bruges and lace, they're probably...
Well, no, I mean in general.
Mhm.
I don't care for the open work and crochet as much as I do the more closed, and so it seems like more of the summer stuff is open in crochet as opposed to knitting. Now, of course, this is an ad, and I can't get it in here, but I want these. I want all of them, but I want especially, can you guess which one do I want especially?
No guesses.
One guess.
No prizes for that.
Actually, there are a couple here that I really want. I don't think I'd make the ostrich because the neck and the legs would be too hard on my hands. But the toucan and the parrot, look like they wouldn't be too difficult. And the owl's a no-brainer. Let me see here, what else? And usually, like I said, I really, really, really like this magazine. It's just not this time. This might be fun for autism awareness. They made it in the bright colors. I wouldn't wear it, but I can see Davina or somebody wearing it.
I was like, Davina's about the only person I could see.
This is a pretty cowl. That might look pretty in Heidi's yarn. There was something else in here that I really liked, and I should have marked it, but I didn't really have a chance. Oh. I don't know. I can't find it.
Yeah, they're all too open in there.
There's a lot. They're very, very lacy, and I like lace all right, but I'm not a real all-over lace kind of person. I do like the back panel pattern of this. It's butterflies.
Hmm.
It's a back pattern. I don't want to show you the... There. It's a back pattern of the shawl. I wonder how they make that. Because I just don't care for the stuff that looks like it has holes in it. That isn't like, oh, this is adorable. I want this. I want a doll that looks like that. Isn't she cute? And that dress looks adorable on her.
Yes, it does.
She's such a cutie. With bare feet. Okay. That's that. Okay, so that's acquisitions. Except for what we received. We received a nice little package from, excuse me.
The Joker?
No, not from the Joker. That's later. Okay. From Blondie, Nevada, who is Patty. Patty is Blondie, Nevada, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. She had been having a conversation with us about tea. She sent us a nice little card.
Yes, she did.
Isn't that great? I love it. It's so cute.
You've always liked soft monkeys. Dad's the one who really likes soft monkeys.
Yeah. She sent us packages of tea, and some of this is also for Davina.
Okay, hold on one second now. When you open this, that's fun.
Oh, I love it. It's great. It is so funny. I love it. Some of this tea is for Davina as well, so there's...
It has to be special occasions since you don't usually let her drink.
Right. Well, there's two for you, two for me, and one for Davina.
Yeah.
So we make sure she likes it, because she's particular. So this is some kind of chocolate tea. We were talking about it. I don't want to ruin the ribbon by... She put a nice little puppy dog sticker, and I don't want to ruin it. But it's some kind of chocolate tea, and she told us to steep it more than normal. And she sent us this really fun stamp. She sent us this really fun stamp, and I love it. It says, chirp.
Mom, it's chocolate chai.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's chocolate chai.
Oh, I love chocolate chai. Chirp and sing. And this is a stamp. So you guys may see this on some of your notes if you win something.
Yeah, and you say you have something stamped.
I do have a stamper. I can also get more colors. I only have one color.
What color do you have?
Blue.
Oh, we need to get red.
Yeah, we need to get blue and red. So, this is exciting.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Patty.
We felt very spoiled and very special.
Yes.
It was awesome. Now, the other thing we got was from Fibertown. Emily, who is Chain of Fools. And she also sent us a nice card, which I love. I have an idea, too, for something I want to do with from this card. It's very pretty. And then she sent us yarn. Now, she told us we could keep the yarn.
Now, Mom, is this in Granada?
No, remember I told you, I found out that it's
clinic. This clinic, okay.
They're doing some kind of, for some kind of, AIDS.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the picture was from the clinic.
Oh, no, it's not for the clinic. I doubt that's a clinic.
I was going to say, but I was trying to figure out where the picture was.
I don't know. It could be somewhere in D.C. It could be overseas. I don't know. It says...
Where's the picture from, Emily? That's more what I was asking.
They usually say where the picture is taken, but this time they didn't.
So I doubt it's a clinic. I'm going to show you guys.
It's beautiful. Because at first I thought that was something she picked up in Spain.
Yeah, where is this?
Emily can tell us when she gets a chance. Now, she sent us 3 skeins of yarn, and she told us, and also 2, wait a minute, wait.
I'm feeling.
Wait, but you took the thing off. I'm feeling. Okay.
You see how she just snapped that.
We have two little samplers of fiber wash from Unicorn, and then we have, these are both, I think these are from her friend who has a farm.
And they're both Romneys.
They're both Romneys. This one is 140 yards.
I like the color of this one.
Yes. There's 100% wool, 140 yards approximately of, there's no colorway on here. Oh, yes, it is. Monet's Reflection. That's this one here, the purple. And this one is also approximately 140 yards. And this is 100% wool, and it's Monet's Winter Sunset. And they go really well together.
Monet. Well, you know, if it's Monet, it's good.
So that's going to go together. This is going to be one prize from Emily, because we decided to give them both to you.
Yes.
And this is the second prize from Emily. And this is
Tie-dye socks.
tie-dye socks. I'm trying to find who puts this out. Oh, I guess that is the... And this has 436 yards, so this is the second.
Look at those pretty colors.
Isn't that gorgeous? They make great socks, or a toy, or a cow, or a toy. Or a scarf, or a toy.
It would be a fingering weight toy.
Yes, it would be. Well, aren't the Bakery Bears things fingering weight?
No, she uses Cascade, I believe.
Oh, does she for those little ones? I know people have used fingering weight for the small ones.
Yeah, I know people have used fingering weight, but I think she designs with Cascade.
Are we seeing a common thread here with Emily? She loves her purples.
Although...
That's got a little brown to it. That's mauve.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mauve. But it does go very well, and this is a very generous prize donation from Emily, and we really appreciate it. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you very much.
And the fiber wash will go with both of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, you'll each get, whoever the winner is, will each get a fiber wash. It's so exciting.
Indeed.
So very exciting. Okay. All right.
So, just to repeat from last week, there is a tutorial in our YouTube for how to do
crinkling. Hold on,
how to do the crinkling.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
We don't need a tutorial on how to do crinkling.
Tilly does crinkling very well. Is it Tilly who likes to do the crinkling? There's somebody who likes to do the crinkling.
Oh, you mean Tilly Trotter?
Tilly Trotter. Poor Denise. Oh, Denise. We love Denise. She makes us laugh. Denise is from the Knitting Den podcast. She is Knitting Den, and she is fantastic. And Tilly Trout is not Tilly
AKA
Trotter.
Tilly Trotter of the Tilly...
Of the Trout Mail. Trout Mail.
Trot Mail?
Trout Mail, you oboe head.
The Trotting Mail? Wait, what was that? Anyway. What was I saying? Tutorial. Franciscan Gypsy Designs. Crochet Eyes.
I have to mention Tanya Marie. Tanya Marie. Tanya Marie.
Well, I'm not taking notes this time. So
Tanya Marie.
Just
random.
Just because.
Yeah. She got mentioned on Knitworthy the other day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
She's not helping my focusing right now. Not Tanya.
It's all Tanya's fault. Well, just put all the usual suspects on the earburn list.
You keep distracting me. So, now on the patterns, this is what I was trying to say. I am including where I start telling you, I usually have a box right before the color work starts that says, from rows blank to blank, you know, insert number there, you will be doing color work. And I describe how the color work needs to be done. I've now also inserted, for all the patterns, I went back on the old ones and inserted this, a link to the YouTube video that will show you, give you a visual aid of how to do the color work.
Cool. I don't think I got all of them. I think I just got Barry and Selena, or Barry and Oops. Oops, I think it was.
Everyone went out.
I'll have to check mine, because I think I only got Barry and Oops. I mean, not that I know where the video is. It's not a problem. Just so you know.
Yeah, everyone should have gotten them. Please let me know if you don't notice it, but the links, I did update all the patterns, and I did send them all out.
Okay. That's cool. It's a pretty good it's a pretty good video to help you if you're a little nervous about color work, or if you haven't done it in crochet before. It can be helpful.
So that's with the video. The reason I'm so out of it is Friday I stayed up till, what was it, noon?
Yeah.
Because after I got off of work.
Well, you were late coming in anyway, and you knew you had to get up early if we're going to go shopping for groceries. So we opted to go to the groceries before she went to bed.
So I didn't get to bed till about noon after having been up.
Yeah. And then she got up earlier than she was supposed to.
No, I slept for about 7 hours.
I guess you did. It was the other day you got. It was Saturday you got up earlier than you were supposed to.
Saturday, I ended up staying
right.
late on Saturday, staying up late on Saturday morning because I had to do taxes, and I also was trying to the local handcraft kind of, I guess it's a handcraft shop in town. Is going to sell some of my patterns there, and yes, I'm very excited about it. I thought I might be able to go down and sign the contract to get everything set up on Saturday, so I was trying to hurriedly print off everything with the new thing, new link on the pattern, and everything, all the updated patterns, and it printed off 3 copies of Berry, and then the printer declared that there was no black ink in the color printer
because it's still not working.
And I had to wait until Davina got up to use her color printer. As it turned out, the lady doesn't meet artists on Saturday anyway. So I got about 2 hours of sleep before taxes.
Yeah. She stayed up until about, I guess, 9 or 10 trying to get that fixed up. And then you got up around 11. I guess you must stay up about 9.
I stayed up till 11:30. I stayed up till 9. Got up at
11:30.
12:30.
It was early.
So, and then I haven't been to bed yet since yesterday. So.
Yeah. But she napped yesterday. She napped during the night and during the day. So, but she's going to go to bed as soon as this is finished. So we need to kind of close this up. I am still reading the Sword of Shannara, the last one, Talismans of Shannara.
I'm not nearly as far.
Yeah, I need to slow down because I'm getting, into the meat of things again, and I don't want to leave you too far in the dust. I have done 2 critiques to the Writers Village University, and I wrote just shy of 1,200 words to the shared story. I posted an alternative prompt to the Percolator, which is another one of my writing groups, and started my week of prompting for that Percolator group this week. I have a week of putting up prompts for people to write to, so I'm doing that. So I was kind of happy with that. I was glad that all my creativity didn't go kaput.
I actually don't think I did much listening to music this time around. I
did find that one song, though.
Yes. It's Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran? Something like that.
I don't know.
And I finished my World War I Great Courses class. I'm starting the World War II one, so I'm very excited about that. That's basically what I've been wanting to watch. Part of the reason why I'm so far behind on podcasts is because all I've been wanting to do is watch my World War I and World War II classes. I just started the World War II one today. And Talismans of Shannara, haven't really read it since I started my work stretch. Since I started working the past 3 days, it's just haven't been able to focus on it. I don't think I've read The Good War since last week. I read a little bit of Hitler, the War, and the Pope. But with me having worked 3 shifts in a row, and then this past, not really getting a consistent sleep, because I usually read before I go to sleep. I haven't really gotten a consistent sleep this 3 days off. I didn't read much either.
I was able to pick up, I finished With Jesus Off on the Cross from last Lent a few weeks back and started St. Francis de Sales' Consolations of God, I think it is. And I'm about maybe 30 or 40% through that.
Oh, I finished Genesis, starting at Exodus.
Oh, cool. Okay, good. So that's going pretty well. I usually read that after I read my fantasy, so I'm not going to bed with fantasy in my head. But okay.
But it's kind of like I'm still into reading the fantasy stuff. What I want to read right now, I'm really in a history mindset right now. I really want to do everything history.
Well, that kind of informs our writing later on too. I notice that when I read religion, or if I read history, or if I read something else, then I can, it all molds together, and then it comes in synthesized form into my fantasy writing, or into whatever other writing I'm doing.
Because I'm really severely, I'm really unable to put into sentences together in a coherent fashion.
Incoherent is the name.
Yes, that too.
No, I mean the name of the podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
So, right now, modern history seems to be what I'm interested in. The World War World War II era. That's what I want to read about. That's what I want to watch educational videos on. After I do the World War II class, which will probably last me a few months, just like World War I did, I'm going to want to watch I want to take the one on Winston Churchill after that. So.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. I don't have anything else on my billet.
Okay. So we have. Thank you, Bella Sox and Maria Wilhelmina, for their ongoing prizes that we have been using for 3 or 4 along. So they've helped us a whole lot. We appreciate that. We also want to thank Jennifer Elson and who's not Naughty Hooking, I think it is, and I think her podcast is called The Cast Off Crew. I went back and looked. I think it's Cast Off Crew.
Well, I'm not sure because there's other Cast Off Crew.
She has like Cast Off Crew #1. I looked on her page. Her
yeah,
videos.
But there's other people who are.
No, I mean on her videos, like where you have your videos, and there might be, but she also is Cast Off Crew.
Yeah.
I think so. Just look up Jennifer. Look at Naughty Hookin' on YouTube, and you should be able to find her. So I want to thank her and Joan Bell, who left very nice comments on YouTube. We appreciate that very much. Thank you. If anyone else has left comments on iTunes or YouTube that we haven't seen, we apologize for not getting to them. I don't see the ones on iTunes very well. Sometimes when I try to either add things on iTunes or do things, it gets mad at me and it freezes me out. So I'm not doing a whole lot of looking on iTunes.
I actually don't really use iTunes much except for music anymore. I do everything on YouTube.
I do both, and I prefer to listen on iTunes, but if you have a YouTube, I usually go to the groups to check them out. So I really like them to be in their groups. Embedded in their groups, because then I know it's up. Because when I get my YouTubes, I have it all mixed up with other things, some of my religion things, some of my entertainment kind of things, and then writing or whatever, and I might miss it. So I really like having it embedded in the groups, because I'll periodically check. If I know that they're supposed to do a video around a certain time, I'll go check. So I really like it when people embed in their group if that's possible. I really appreciate it. Thank you for those who do. Okay. But on that note, we do want to thank you for joining us. Talia has to get to bed. I have to do my Bible stuff. So we want to thank you for spending this time with us today, whatever this day is for you, and we wish you a very happy Easter if you celebrate, and
even if you don't,
we wish you a happy Easter and a very blessed weekend, which is not till next week. Yeah, we might do a podcast before that. No, we won't. We'll post a podcast after Easter. We will be drawing for the sweater along before the next podcast, and we will be starting the autism awareness before the next podcast. We already have the thread up. It's already got chatter in it. Unfortunately, chatter is not eligible for prizes, but all your whips and FOs are. So we look forward to seeing that start getting heated up. So we are, this is Pen and Needle Podcast, episode 148.
And we're Incoherent.
And that's a wrap.